Great Expectations Realty. Welcome back to our channel. If you're considering a move in the United States, you might be torn between two really popular states, Arizona and Florida. Today we're going to compare those two states and hopefully help you decide which one might be a better fit for you. So let's go ahead and get started. I've heard this over and over again. People are saying they want to move to warmer climates and they can't choose between the two. Well, my husband and I have been in Florida residents for over 20 years, both of us. We recently had the opportunity to spend some quality time together in the state that is home to the Grand Canyon, Arizona. It was absolutely beautiful, but we noticed major differences while there. And it occurred to me that many people have told me that they are considering that move one of those, and they don't really know what the right choice is for them. I'm here to help you with some of those differences. So at least the ones we observed very quickly. So while they might seem like really small in some cases, to us they were really big. Big enough for us to say that we greatly preferred Florida over Arizona. That might not be the case for you. It's actually not the case in all the places that we visited over the years even. While we absolutely love Ocala, it's always nice to kind of ponder the question, if we didn't live in Ocala, Florida, where would we live? For us, we've found a lot of places that are going to be working for us if we ever did decide to leave here. We're not planning on it, but if we did, we could make our home in some of those. So if we, again, if we ever decided to move. So before you make a choice, let's make a more informed choice. So let's go ahead and consider some key factors, including weather, cost of living, job opportunities, lifestyle, recreation activities, all these things. So hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a better idea of which state would be a great fit for you. So let's begin with the weather. That is a huge difference. Arizona is known for its hot, dry climate, and they have temperatures soaring in the summer months. So if you love the heat and enjoy a very dry climate, Arizona might be perfect for you. For us, the weather was very mild because we visited in early April, but it was very dry, uncomfortably so for us. I actually jokingly told my husband that because we spent over 20 years in Florida, that we must be part amphibian at this point. Water seemed to be a major concern and a major expense while in Arizona, which makes sense. I mean, it's the desert basically. But what we take for granted because of the abundance of water, especially in central Florida with all the artesian springs, it's a serious concern for those living in the Southwest. So it is a great state for health and outdoor enthusiasts. There are plenty of hiking trails, there's national parks, there's stunning desert landscapes that we explored. And we had an amazing time. We went and I can't say we hiked, we walked at the Grand Canyon and we went exploring. And then we also went through some of the trails in Sedona, which was absolutely gorgeous. We were amazed though at some of the fearlessness that those mountain bike riders displayed when they took on some pretty intense trails. So more power to them. I couldn't do it. I was like, well, I can get down there, but I'm not getting back up. So that was kind of out for us. Florida, on the other hand, it has a tropical climate. It has hot summers and mild winters. So if you prefer a more humid climate like we do, especially if you love spending time at the beach, Florida is probably going to be your paradise. It has beautiful beaches, very warm waters. It has a vibrant nightlife in Florida. It's known for its tourist attractions and outdoor water sports. For those that want that mild weather and don't mind the humidity, maybe without the nightlife and the beaches, there are areas like Ocala as well. It's known for its horse and cattle countryside It's an odd mix of big southern oaks with the Spanish moss sweeping down and palm trees. That's actually more associated with South Florida. We have a weird mix here. We also really don't have the nightlife that you can find in like Miami, Tampa, Orlando, and stuff like that. And we have no beaches here. But we also have a very calm, quiet, neighborly type town, very little hurricane activity at all. So while we don't have the expensive real estate that's seen in some of the larger metro and beach areas here in Florida either. So there's a lot of diversity here as far as what you can expect. So when you are looking at Florida, look at both sides, not just the beaches and everything, but also Central Florida as well. All right, let's go ahead and talk about the cost of living, since I kind of touched on that already. Both Arizona and Florida have a lower cost of living compared to some of the other states in the United States, but there's also some differences there too. According to the recent data, Arizona has a slightly lower overall cost of living compared to Florida. They have lower housing costs and transportation expenses. However, Florida actually has a lower overall state income, which might be a factor to consider if you have a higher income. So we have, pretty low cost of living in most areas in Florida, but you're also going to expect a little bit less on your pay. So Arizona kind of works out on that one. All right, next we're going to actually discuss those job opportunities. Arizona has a very diverse economy with major industries. They've got healthcare, technology, manufacturing, especially cities like Phoenix, which has like 6 million people, and then Tucson. They offer a growing job market with a range of employment opportunities. So the state also has a strong tourism industry, which can provide job opportunities in hospitality and tourism-related fields if that's what you're interested in. Florida, on the other hand, their economy, our economy, is definitely driven by tourism. We have Disney here, but it's actually not as well known for its thriving agriculture and technology sectors. So we have that booming tourism industry, and there's a lot of job opportunities in hospitality, entertainment, Pixar, all of that fun stuff. And of course, the service-related fields. But there's also in major cities like Miami, Orlando, and Tampa, they offer a lot of job opportunities as well. But, keep in mind with those jobs, and especially in the niche industries, there's going to be a lot of competition as well. So keep that in mind. I don't know. I guess when it comes to lifestyle, Arizona is kind of known for its very relaxed, laid-back atmosphere, which we feel here in Florida quite a bit as well. Arizona offers a very diverse cultural mix. There's a lot of Native American and Hispanic and then Western influences. And I have to admit, the Mexican restaurants in Arizona are unbelievably good. We had Mexican food like every night until my husband begged for mercy. It was phenomenal. There are also a lot of recreational activities to enjoy. There's, golfing, biking, camping, all sorts of stuff. Hiking, of course. It's actually known for its arts and its music scene. They've got a lot of galleries and theaters and music festivals throughout the state. So a lot of stuff like that. Absolutely phenomenal. As far as Florida, of course, we have a lot of outdoor activities as well, but they're more water themed. It's, of course, known for its diverse and vibrant lifestyle as well. It has a melting pot of cultures, but they're different. They have Latin, Caribbean, and a lot of the Southern influences. So we've got some amazing Southern food here. Barbecue, I'm just saying, it's off the chart. There are a lot of recreational activities. So if you are interested in snorkeling, diving, boating, fishing, horseback riding, golfing for sure, biking, tennis, all of that stuff, we've definitely got all of that and then some. One of the things I did notice while I was over there was the lack of chit chat. In Ocala especially, there's a strong Southern and Latin influence that kind of offers a mentality of strangers or just friends you haven't met yet. So when you're standing at the line in the bank or maybe checking out of the grocery store, it's completely normal to begin having a conversation with 1, 2, or even 5 or 6 people at a time. Anyone within hearing radius can and should chime in. And it's not considered rude. It's just a very Southern, almost, and Latin as well. Both cultures kind of combine over here. Arizona, however, I definitely saw a cultural difference. If someone was having a conversation while in line with us and we tried to make conversation over and over again, the conversation would just end abruptly. And we were kind of looked at with suspicion. It was very strong, very strange. It was different. It's a very small thing, but it's definitely a cultural thing. So around here, if you feel like you're having a private conversation that cannot be joined in by a perfect stranger, then you should not be having it in public. Because I promise, if they can hear you, they will chime in with their opinion. It's totally normal. And, kind of thinking about it, I can just imagine how hard it might be for someone that is coming to our area. They're not used to that. And they move to Ocala and they have these ongoing conversations just coming at you from everywhere. It's just kind of different, but we love it. We absolutely love it here. While we had a great time in Arizona, we definitely decided it's not the place for us. Not just because of the cultural differences, but also because of that very dry atmosphere. It was just a little too much for us. I have never had so much static electricity in my entire life. We do not have that really in Florida because there's so much humidity. For me, I went over there and my hair was kind of attaching itself to my face every hour on the air. So I had to have my hair back all the time, which I hate doing. So I did try, I know you're already trying, probably thinking it, I did try and put hand lotion and then put it into my hair. I did that every hour on the hour and was still kind of static, was just everywhere. And I actually got static charged to my face from my husband. So that it was a little rough going for us. So it's just very dry over there, and that's completely normal. Over here, we just don't have that kind of dry atmosphere. So with so much humidity, static is just not a thing. I mean, maybe when you first get some clothes out of the dryer, but that's about it. After that, say goodbye to static. It's very, very different. So hopefully that helps. I don't know. It's just our perspective and what we personally noticed by going over there and visiting. I have some great realtor friends over there. So if you are interested in going ahead and moving to Arizona, I do not want to talk you out of it. I strongly encourage you to go where you're going to feel comfortable and it's going to be your home. So just let me know. I will introduce you to some great friends over there. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or some opinions, please share them in the comments below. Normally, I'm the one answering those questions and comments, so feel free to be yourself and just let me know what you think. Hopefully, anybody living in Arizona did not get their feelings hurt by our impressions of it. We just wanted to be honest and give everybody our feelings and the differences that we noticed. So hopefully you're going to enjoy where you live, wherever you are. And if you ever come over to Ocala, feel free to drop in, have some coffee with me, and let's chat. You guys have a great afternoon, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And if you're feeling really, really generous, you're going to encourage one of your friends or family to go ahead and subscribe to our channel as well if you think it could be helpful, entertaining, educational, or whatever. You guys have a great afternoon. Bye!
Stop when the clock hits 13. Sing 1, 2, 3, 4. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.